Ano ang iba't ibang common na low-carb products sa aming kusina? Yun yung pag-uusapan natin for our Low-Carb Tuesday. So this is not a paid or paid advertisement or endorsement, but simply I will just share with you yung iba't ibang products that we usually have in our pantry ever since we started low carb. And the main purpose ng episode na ito is to help those na mga nagsisimula pa lang, especially yung mga naloloko at nasa-scam na umu-order ng iba't ibang mixed nuts na illegally. Those are illegally using my name and my photos and my videos na ini-edit nila in such a way as if I'm promoting them. But again, hindi ko po yun pinopromote. Maybe one day soon I will open up to endorsement and I will tell you if yun talagang mga products na yun are the products I believe in and the products na I feel safe for me. So hopefully safe din para sa inyo. And of course, we know that we already have 5 levels of low carb. And yung 5 levels of low carb na yon, kailangan alam natin so that we know kung ano lang yung pwede nating i-accommodate. So to recap with our 5 levels of low carb, meron tayong 5. So those fives are these ones. Again, kung kayo ay nagsisimula pa lang, marami pa kayong kailangang pagalingin sa inyong katawan. You have serious illness, so dapat level 5 yan. So level 5, ibig sabihin, stick to the safe list lang talaga. Huwag kayong kumain muna ng kung ano-anong mga goodies and yung mga extras na alam nyong pag-delay ng inyong healing and makaka-further result in inflammation. Level 4, if unti-unti na gumagaling or you have illness like diabetes, hypertension, pero wala pa namang end stage or end organ damage. So those can be accommodated. Still, again, safe list pa rin tayo. And hopefully, if you are already healing, medyo okay na, stable na lahat, at unti-unti nang nawala yung inyong mga gamot, you can already go down to level 3 of low carb na kung saan pwede na kayong mag-accommodate ng partly caution list. Again, yung pinaka-importante na keyword dyan is pwede na mag-accommodate but still hindi ito necessary, hindi ito kailangan. If you can still stick to level 4 and 5, all the more, all the better para mas safe po tayo. So, for those naman na wala talagang sakit, but meron lang maybe that just meron lang need for muscle bulking at nag-IF naman, you can already have level 2 and level 1 naman. Eto ay reserved talaga sa perfectly healthy individuals and you can accommodate some of the caution and danger list. So, for example, this coming holiday season, if merong mga high carb na mga pagkain dyan, you can eat those kahit cake or ice cream pero of course, still in limited amount. We should be very cautious. We should be conscious also sa intake natin. And of course, again, yung nasa healthy na spectrum that can accommodate low carb 1, 2, 3, all the more, hindi nyo kailangang abusuhin yung inyong good health now by taking in a lot of those in caution list and danger list. So, in our pantry, of course, marami tayong nasa yung pinaka-priority natin are of course the ones in our safe list. So yung mga meats, yun yung eggs. And I think napakita ko na yun many times over. So when it comes to meat, as much as possible, yung bibilhin natin is not the marinated ones, hindi yung mga natimpla na. So just the plain ones. And for the eggs, if you can have brown eggs, for me, if there's brown eggs, it's okay. But if wala, so white eggs is also okay. So as of now, my health status is just in level 2 to 3. I know I can also be at level 1, but generally, hindi ko na wini-wish pa na makakain ulit ng the ones in the danger list. Kahit pa pwede, I no longer have that appetite or that interest. Wala na talaga akong ganang kumain or magsumubok pa ng the ones in the danger list. So I just limit myself maximum to level 2 or 3 lamang na low carb. And of course, if I can stay to level 4 or 5, majority of my meal intake are mostly still coming from meat and vegetables and those that are in our safe list na talaga. So if you have mga questions kung ano-ano yung mga gusto ninyong makita sa ating pantry, you can put that in the comments para mapakita natin. Also, good afternoon, Chong. And of course, good afternoon, everyone. To Ma'am Lori, hello, always present. Hello po. So, first, sweeteners, kasi nasa level 3 yan. When can you accommodate sweeteners, low-carb sweeteners? So, generally, yung low-carb sweeteners that I only allow for myself would be allulose, ilalagay ko dito, stevia, or steviol, if titingnan nyo yung ingredient, steviol, erythritol, and ano nga yung isa? Monk fruit. Monk fruit. So, mostly, ito yung apat na kinds of low-carb sweeteners that you can use na based on studies, halos walang impact on blood sugar and insulin level. And also, hindi rin natin kailangan itong permanently gamitin. In fact, the ones that we have here have been in our pantry for many months now at hindi pa rin sila nauubos because we use them talaga sparingly. Paminsan-minsan lang, and we are already not used to sweets. So, kapag nagtitake kayo ng mga matatamis na sweeteners na ito, even if they're low carb, even if they are sugar-free, you should be aware sa kanilang effect that they can be addicting. Pwede natin sila hahanap-hanapin. So, try to limit them. So, maraming products niyan. So, there's Splenda, Naturals, meron dito, and meron din doon. I'll get. So, tatayo ako from time to time to get stuff para maipakita sa inyo. So, here. So, this ones are in sachet, yung mga sachet forms. And this one is in tub. So, in tub para per tablespoon. Usually, I use this one for cooking. And this one also for cooking or for drinks. So, especially if we have like lemon or minsan-minsan if we have tea. So, yan. So, these are the artificial or stevia is natural. So, among these four, yung natural dito would be steviol and monk fruit. Artificial yung erythritol and allulose. Allulose is supposedly natural, pero they occur very in small amounts lang in nature. That's why chemists devised a way for it to be produced in large scale. So, yung mga allulose na nakikita natin in the groceries are already chemical or artificial sweeteners na. So again, these are taken with caution. Okay? So good afternoon. So yan muna. Tingnan natin if you have concerns specifically kung anong products in our pantry that you want to check out. So that's for our sweeteners. The next one we have, ano ba? So chocolates. So ano yung mga like chocolates products or something na cocoa. So of course we have eto. So this one or any cocoa. So I think we have Philippine brands then. Ricoa. And whenever you take that, during an eating window lang. Kasi even if it's very low carb, pero it still has calories. So 1 tablespoon, meron siyang 1 gram na net carb. So a total of, kung 1 tablespoon, so dito nakalagay, dietary fiber is 2 minus the 3 na total. So 1 gram lang yung net carbs niya. So per tablespoon, meron 1 gram na net carbs that can still have an effect. So usually when we take this, eto ay considered lang during on our eating window na. So that's for the basic cocoa. And I think meron din ditong ready mix. Merong ready mix dito that I will show you later na especially ito yung mga freebies ng mga nag-sponsor to sa atin nung NLCD. So I hope you were able to attend yung NLCD, National Low Carb Day natin, yung last October 2. And ipapakita ko who supported us at yung mga products niya. Next is coffee. So coffee, we have there yung mga capsules na coffee for espresso machine. Meron din ito, bigay ni Rochelle. Thank you so much. So this is coffee. This is very cute. Very cute. Yung sisidlan niya. It's actually just instant coffee. So instant coffee na ito lang yung sisidlan. So maganda lang siya to carry around. But if it's on economy side, I don't know how much is this one kasi regalo lang to. The cheapest would be yung mga nasa stick. So those are still low carb coffee. So okay lang yon. So may nagtanong, fresh juices, combination carrot, cucumber, no added sugar. Is it okay? Okay lang if kakaunti lamang. But if ever, kasi yung carrot is starchy. If you're on level 2, 3, yes, you can accommodate. If you're on level 4, limit mo na on carrots. Okay? Sino to? So, yan. Hindi ko nakita kung ano yung kanyang pangalan. And how about yogurt? So, Casey, yogurt is okay as long as you know the total amount of carbs na you are allowed in a day. And hopefully, the yogurt that you will have is yung plain. So, kung hindi ka sanay sa yogurt, you might think na yung mga plain yogurts are panis o sobrang asim if you're not used to it. But if you're used to plain yogurts, then you know na yun talaga yung totoong yogurts. Greek yogurt and Australian yogurts na plain. So those are common. I have a yogurt here. So this one is mabibili lang anywhere. So this yogurt and this is full fat yogurt. So nakikita nyo, 3.5%. So this is full fat yogurt at meron siyang 7.1 grams of net carbs per 100 ml. And per 100 ml, so you can measure it, pero para to lower down your carb intake, kahit 50 ml lang, it's already okay. Anyway, yung mga maliliit, unfortunately, yung mga yogurt na I think yung mga nasa maliliit na bottles, those are mostly flavored yogurts. So, mataas yung sugar content. That's why I buy in big boxes ng yogurt for our calcium source. So, our calcium source, wala kaming masyadong milk for calcium source. So, mostly yogurt and just cheeses. So, we have cheeses and yogurt for our low carb na sources ng ating calcium. And if you want some fruits like flavoring, so you can just buy flavoring. So what I have here para low carb lang na mga flavoring na kasi drops lang yung kakailanganin natin would be this one. So this is my favorite, McCormick na ube. And yan, meron din buko pandan na hindi pa nagamit. And also, strawberry. Kasi not all the time na merong available na strawberry. Although, I have strawberry there. Pero, if you use this one for just flavorings, mas kakaunti pa yung carbs nito because you will just use drops lang. So, this one's okay, again, these are mostly in caution list. So what else? So when it comes to whole milk, wala akong nire-recommend pa na whole milk right now because there's nothing in the market that is really sugar-free. So if you have contact siguro sa mga milk producers, maybe we can do a collaboration para tulungan natin sila sa kanilang research and development on how to make a low-carb milk na totoo talagang low-carb. So it's just actually very simple. You just remove the lactose, and even if kahit meron pa nga counting lactose and galactose, but you no longer add sugar to it because right now, yung mga milk in the market have 50 to 60% puro asukal lamang. It's really, really dangerous, and that's why for us, we don't usually have milk in our pantry, except yung milk byproducts that we have would be yogurt. We also have cheeses and butter. So yon, butter, yun yung pinagkukunan natin ng ating mga calcium sources. Okay, so what else? So coffee, aside from coffee yan, yan, meron pa dito. So this one is low carb coffee. I think sino nga gumawa nito? Isa po sa mga followers din natin. Siansha products. So yan, I think she is a pharmacist ang gumawa ng low carb coffee na ito. So meron siyang black coffee, collagen, stevia, and powdered malunggay. So yan, thank you so much po dito. And kahit yung almond milk, yeah, you can have that din, pero hindi we have to have this mindset that milk is actually not essential. Hindi talaga siya essential when it comes to health. Kaya lang nasanay lang tayo. But if you want that partly creamy taste, then you can have some almond milk. And but you have to know also your sense of responsibility, knowing how almond milk is farmed. Hindi talaga sustainable ang pag-farm ng almonds. So hopefully we can contribute to that by also not being so abusive when it comes to our use of all of those products. I usually promote local as much as I can. Nakatikim na ba kayo ng gata? Yung kakang gata talaga na nilagay sa either coffee or cocoa. It's so yummy. Sobrang sarap. Sobrang sarap. As long as it's fresh na gata, sobrang sarap. It's very, very creamy. So soya milk is, as much as possible, soya is in our caution list. So we try to avoid that as well. So if ever I want something creamy, like the other day, gumawa ako ng low carb ice cream. So yan, pakita ko. Bakit na nga lang yung natira? So low carb ice cream natin. And so yan. So this is ube, low carb ice cream na konti na lang yung natira. So this is made up of, ang pinaka milk base natin is a full cream. So this is heavy cream. So heavy cream, so tingnan nyo, made from fresh milk. So heavy cream made from fresh milk, tinanggal nila yung lactose and galactose, yung sugar component nun. And what will be left is the cream. So, yan yung cream natin. So, and egg yolks. Anong ingredient to? Apat lang. So, yung ingredient nito is just the sweetener. And then, this one, full cream, heavy cream, water, and ube flavor. So, yan. And we already have ube ice cream. So, when it comes to desserts, as much as possible, you make it your own para mas makontrol mo kung ano yung mga ingredients. But sometimes, hindi talaga natin maiiwasan that for the sake of convenience at dahil busy yung mga schedule natin, we also try to get from outside. Like this one. This is a low carb granola bar without granola, made by my friend in Bacolod, si Jean, in Keto Mom. So it has, sa makita ko lang, so these are mostly nuts. Merong chia seeds, merong pumpkin seeds, mga iba't ibang nuts, walnut. We also have crush na kasi hindi na obvious. But there's little cranberry. So little lang yung dried cranberry because, of course, kapag marami na ito, it can still be high carb. And there are also others like may nagbigay love no ng cheesecake. May nagbigay ng cheesecake daw kay mommy. So thank you so much. Nandito ngayon and we don't know because yun nga yung nagsabi nila, it looks too good to be true. So too good to be true na low carb daw. So whenever we are confronted with that, kung hindi natin alam if eto talaga ay totoong low carb, so take it with caution. Kung pwede kayong mag-check ng inyong blood sugar to know. But if you are already in level 1, level 2, level 3 low carb, so you know you can accommodate some, even if it's high carb, kailangan lang portions. Okay? So, any suggestion on what fuel to take that are keto friendly? Already in my mid 60s, use cycling to maintain aerobic fitness. So when we are in low carb po, yung ating source of energy or fuel is mostly coming from fats. So our fat sources, the high fat are yogurt. We also have butter, cooking oil. So cooking oil is coconut oil. And of course, pinaka-main natin would be meats. So meron tayo dyang beef and meron ding pork and chicken. So those are the best kind of fuel that you can have, especially when doing low carb. So ano yung fruit sweetener sa kape? I don't know kung ano yung fruit sweetener na ibig sabihin. Pero usually yun lang yung sweetener natin. And usually when we take coffee, we take it black. So ito yung mga kape. Kalinga, medium roast. So ito yung mga kape na we can also have Tito J. Si Tito J. Meron ding coffee, drip coffee si Tito J. And others, what we love for drinks would be teas. So, iba't iba yung teas. So, merong green, merong chamomile, peppermint. We have English breakfast. At eto, sobrang daming mga teas. Usually yung mga sa mga hotels. So fruit teas usually we serve during open na eating window. So green teas pa and more kinds of tea. So yun yung ating mga teas. And usually when we take tea, hindi na kailangan ng sweetener. So if you want some iced tea, eto yung ginagawa namin. So this one is a cold brew tea. Yan. This is an overnight cold brew tea. So yan. So yan yung mga tea bags. And then you can already have your tea. So yan. Good afternoon po sa lahat. Hello, Doc Lisel. So Doc Lisel is one of our low-carb doctors. Hello, Doc. Follow her on Dr. Lisel Ganancial Health Tips and Essentials. So yan. What else? Sige. During the National Low Carb Day, merong mga companies that supported us. So, of course, we have the first one, we have LCF Essentials. So you can check LCF Essentials in Shopee, Lazada, and Facebook. And ito yung favorite product ko. It's the UKP Mix, Ultimate Keto Pastry Mix, made up of almond flour, coconut flour, Himalayan salt, baking powder, stevia powder, erythritol, santan gum, psyllium husk, and some whey protein. So usually this one is very flexible. When you buy this, bibigyan kayo ng recipe wherein kung paano gumawa ng cake, ng brownies, ng pancake, at kung ano-ano pang products using UKP Mix, and kung ano na lang yung wet ingredients na inyong gagamitin for you to make those. And we also have MCOR. So MCOR also supported the National Low Carb Day. Meron silang bulletproof choco mix and meron din itong coffee mix. So wala dito yung coffee. So yan, meron silang choco and coffee na ganito. I like the chocolate better kasi nasanay na ako na yung coffee is mostly yung plain black coffee lang. So homemade kalamunggay tea, of course. Everything homemade and especially na yung ingredients na gagamitin mo ay nasa safe list natin, all the more. Okay na okay yan. And also this one, Burp Low Carb. So Burp Low Carb also supported our National Low Carb Day and this is their keto pancake mix. This is also yummy. Tinitipid ko siya. So kakaunti na lang. Konti na lang tinitipid ko siya because it's so yummy. So, konti lang yung hindi ko alam kung saan ako order. So, pero yan, Burp Keto Mix, October 2. So, that's already 1 month and a half. So, 1 month and a half na and still marami pa rin tayo dito because even if they are somewhat okay, that we can tolerate them as much as possible, hindi natin sila inaaraw-araw. Minsan-minsan lang. This one is chicharong baka, ready to fry. This one is a gift from a friend at yung gumawa nito is also a low carber, follower din natin. So hello po ma'am, this is also yummy. So chicharong baka. And shirataki. So, meron mga shirataki. So, ito ay shirataki pasta noodles and meron ding shirataki rice na hindi ko na rin maalala kung kailan yung last na gamit ko. But they are just there for the sake lang of comfort and convenience anytime that I feel like eating like sinangag na rice na to pair up with like meron yung low carb gourmet tuyo na pinadala ni Mabi from Tita Dako. So thank you so much. So it seems like parang masarap siya with rice. So that's why I have these mga shirataki rice in handy lamang na paminsan-minsan na lang ginagamit. So what else? Salt. So salt, I have 2 kinds of salt here. So we have iodized salt kasi yung iodized salt nakita ko lang dyan, hindi ko binili to. So but since it's there, so gamitin na natin and we also have Himalayan salt. So any salt, sea salt is okay. So what else? What else? Ano pa ang gusto niyong malaman sa ating pantry? Oil. So ano-ano ang mga oil ginagamit natin? We will see. So, there are different kinds of oil. So, usually, yung pinaka-staple natin, coconut oil lang. So, any coconut oil is okay. And also, this one is, I think, bigay to ni coach din, pasalubong niya. Pure avocado oil spray. So, pang maybe for baking or non-stick pan. So, yan. Olive oil also, but wala akong olive oil. Hindi ba ako nakabili ng olive oil dito, love na? Wala. Wala. Hindi naman. Kasi ako masyadong nagsa-salads here. Sagada Arabica coffee? Yes, pwedeng-pwede po. Actually, when it comes to coffee, sobrang daming possible options. Kasi most likely most na mga coffees are really low carb. Basta wag itong paghaluan ng kung ano-ano. And if ever it's already may halo na, like the one in here, it has chia seeds. Meron itong chia seeds as far as I can remember. At meron siyang collagen, malunggay. So you can still take, especially nakita niyo naman yung ingredients that it's still part of our safe list or somewhat partly caution list. Pero, it's low carb, so you can accommodate. Especially na kakaunti lang. Si Ma'am G. Nicole na sobra ng payat. So, kumain na po ng marami. Okay? Kumain ng marami at huwag na muna mag-super fasting and it's time to exercise. Okay? Hindi pwedeng magreklamo lang tayo na sobra ng payat na wala tayong ginagawa. So, dapat eat more, fast less, and move more. At yung isa sa pinaka-importante doon is to move more. Kailangan talaga mag-exercise. So, weightlifting, hindi lang Zumba, hindi lang walking or jogging. So, weights talaga. So, we have a lot of coaches na gumagawa ng kanilang daily exercises that you can view at pwede nyo rin sabayan po para mas maging masaya at nakakatuwa yung inyong muscle building. So, yung again, when it comes to mga milk, wala tayong nire-recommend pa. Even if they are full cream, they still have added sugar. So, but if you can maybe accommodate them in portions, like 3 tablespoon nun, merong mga nasa 12 grams of carb. So, you can accommodate that naman. Pero as much as possible, if kayang i-limit, like instead of 3 tablespoons na usual serving nila, you can just have it at 1 tablespoon na lang or less. Pero yun nga, maghahanap pa tayo ng low carb milk that can really give us the calcium that we need and also yung kailangan nating cream when we're looking for something creamy if you are already on level 2, level 1, 2, 3 and na low carb and we just have to take them with caution. Okay? Weightlifting sa may thyroid cyst mass? Yes, wala naman pong problema yan because you are going to use your usually upper body and lower body muscles. Okay? So, and when it comes to weightlifting, dapat progressive, hindi yung biglaan. Okay? So, that's why it also pays to have a coach na merong gagabay sa'yo sa simula. Okay? Whole earth sweeteners. So, whole earth sweeteners are usually yung naturals are made by, I think, these naturals are made by whole earth. If I remember it right, Beth. Hanapan nga natin yung kanilang something. Producer. Naturals. I think naturals. Yung naturals lang, those are made by whole earth sweeteners. So, usually, yung mga brands na gumagawa ng sweeteners, marami yung klase. So, for example, Splenda. Merong Splenda na gamit yung acesulfame. Merong Splenda na gamit nila sucralose. But they also have Splenda na erythritol and stevia. So, dapat you have to really look at the ingredients. So, yan. Merong ingredients dyan. So, the ingredients there, you can see erythritol and stevia leaf extract. So, every time you look at sweeteners, you try to check if yung combination nila ay nasa apat na ito. So, allulose, steviol or stevia leaf, erythritol, and monk fruit. Okay? So, I think that's it. Meron pa ba? Marami pa akong pero pareho lang din yung mga teas, maraming coffee. Vinegar. So, lahat ng vinegar, usually yung mga common na vinegar, mga chemical na yon. So, if you can have natural vinegar or cane vinegar, natural vinegar or tuba vinegar, yung binibenta sa daanan, if naglo-long drive kayo sa probinsya, usually meron yan. Those are actually real tuba vinegar. It's just that for me, hindi sila ganun kaasim. I'm already so used to chemical na suka na hinahanap ko yung sobrang asim talaga. So, I usually just have yung cane vinegar daw na I think is already chemical based na, no? But it's still lactic acid. And I usually combine them with these vinegar. So, marami tayong vinegar dito. So, eto are the vinegar na yan. So, it's so yummy. Thank you, Mi. Binigay ito ni Mami and ni Daddy na vinegar. So, mabango. Sobrang daming spice. Eto rin. So, but eto, I think, meron ba to? Meron, wala siyang asukal. So, fermented cocoa nectar, suka, tuba, kulikot chilies, garlic, onions, ginger, sweet peppers, and salt. So, yan. So, I have, and then apple cider vinegar, kahit anong brand, meron pa tong dalawang klase, cane vinegar and ano kaya yung isang white? White vinegar lang. So, meron tayong 5 kinds of vinegar dito. Hindi ako ganun kamahilig sa vinegar, no? So, yan. So, I think yun na muna. Meron pa ba kayong tanong? Olive oil, hindi naman talaga siya bawal i-fry. Okay? When it comes to oil, hindi naman bawal i-fry yung olive oil. Mataas naman yung kanyang heat index. It's just that sayang yung mga nutrient na nandyan sa olive oil if we preserve it as virgin, as extra virgin olive oil. So extra virgin cold press, hindi talaga nag-undergo ng heat. And if it already undergoes heat, so mawawala na yung kanyang other benefits. Pero when we say na if it's really damaging, hindi naman. It's still going to be a lot healthier as compared to seed oils like canola oil, yung mga sunflower oil. And that's why if meron kayong option for butter, also coconut oil, or yan, if we do, nagbo-boil kami ng meat and beef, maraming nasa separate na oil, you can reuse that as your cooking oil. So lard or tallow. Lard is the oil from baboy, tallow is the oil from beef. So, palm vinegar, lahat ng vinegar is okay. Wow, Bing de los Santos. See you in Davao City meet and greet. Wow, to see you po, ma'am. Hope to see you. Magkita-kita tayo dyan. Maraming salamat po. Last question. 63 na ako. Pwede ba ma-exercise 15 minutes? Yes, you can start as early as little as 15 minutes. You can even go as long as 30 minutes, but make sure that you are doing it right. So, exercise, if you want muscle building, you have to focus on weights and not just on cardio. Cardio, kung magka-cardio kayo, dapat hindi lalagpas sa 180 minus 63, kahit 65 na lang. Round off natin. So, wag lalagpas sa 115 yung heart rate ninyo habang kayo ay nagka-cardio workout para hindi rin mag-overwork yung inyong puso. Okay? So, yun lang. I hope you learned a little something today. Yun. So, para wag na kayong magpaloko sa mga nuts. And I will show you my nuts here. Mga nuts. So, eto yung mix nuts ko. Walang brand. So, walang brand dahil ako lang yung nagmi-mix nito. So, bumibili ako ng individual ng almond, ng walnut, and then other low-carb nuts, and I mix them. And sometimes, nilalagyan sila ng ganito. This is one of the good things also. So, this is dried coconut meat. So, mabango. So, yan. Ito ay galing pang Bali, no? So, bango. Yan. So, yon. Wala po tayong ini-endorse na nuts. And you know what is safe if alam nyo by heart yung ating food list. Okay? So, ano yung food list natin? Pakita natin ulit yung food list natin. So, you are all guided. Okay? Welcome po, Sir Orly. Yan. So, thank you. Yan. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much po. Gatas ng kalabaw, raw milk. Raw milk is considered a healthier choice. So, gatas ng kalabaw, gatas ng kambing, raw milk, it's okay. So, Arla, lactose-free? You try to check kasi kahit ito ay lactose-free, it's not galactose-free. Dalawa kasi yung carbohydrate, yung sugar ng milk. Lactose and galactose. So, lactose might not be removed, pero galactose ang nandiyan. And try to check baka meron pang added sugar. Kasi what they are just removing is the lactose because of lactose intolerance of people. Hindi sila nakaka-tolerate. Sumasakit yung tiyan nila. But it doesn't mean na hindi concerned sila on sugar, on the amount of effect nito sa blood sugar ng tao. So, try to check lang po. Okay, so those are very good questions. Thank you so much sa pag-participate na ating Low Carb Tuesday today. Okay, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Oo, yung mixed nuts, again, Vivian, hindi po ako yon. Okay, Ma'am Vivian, ginagamit lang nila yung ating mukha illegally. So, wag kayong mag-alala. Isusumbong natin yan sa authorities soon. Illegal kasi yung paggamit nila ng ating photos, ng ating name, and ng ating videos. Hello po, Ma'am Lori. Thank you very much. Praying for your meet and greet in Davao. Take care always together with Dr. Ken Lab. Galing kay Ma'am Lori Lab. Thank you so much po. Maraming salamat. So I think that's it. See you again next time for our next videos. Remember to always stay low carb so that we all stay safe. I'll see you in Davao on December 22, 2022. Thank you so much. And for those na nangangailangan ng gabay sa ating paglo-low carb, you are more than welcome to join our LCF Masterclass by yours truly. Okay? And for those naman na gusto magpa-coach face-to-face, we have our LCF Center na open na po. Try to look at the schedule because we will be closed, I think, December 24 to January 1. Okay? So magre-resume ito on January 2. Hope to see you there po. Maraming salamat. See you again next time. Bye everyone. That's our topic for today, common low carb products sa aming kusina. Have a great week ahead. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can see more contents in our YouTube and Facebook channels at Dr. Josephine Grace Rojo and Dr. Josephine Grace Rojo Tan, respectively. For those who wish to be guided, we have an ongoing structured learning program where we will teach you how to adapt a low-carb and fasting lifestyle for healing specific modern-day lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, cancer, fatty liver, PCOS, GERD, and many more. You can send an email to our admins or send a DM in our inbox. I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much. Stay low-carb, stay safe. Bye!